All right, we are wrapping up Section 3 interviews, and I have one of my very good friends, Seth Sigman from Cocalico. How are you doing, sir?
Doing great. Ready for basketball season.
I would imagine you're ready for basketball season because nice effort against Missouri yesterday, by the way.
We're not talking about football. We're talking about basketball.
Okay. All right. Very good. I don't know if you need to know this, but I did not play varsity during my freshman year, so I might have 1 year of eligibility left. Are you looking for anyone with eligibility left at this point?
We're scrambling right now. We're looking for bodies, that's for sure.
So tell me why that is, and what is your current situation right now as this season is starting?
So our football team is on an amazing run right now. Last seed into playoffs, and they beat the 4 seed, the 5 seed, the 1 seed, the 2 seed. Now they're playing in the state semifinals. So that's awesome for them, and it's really great for our community. It does deplete us a little bit numbers-wise for the basketball season, at least the beginning of it. We have 7 or 8 football guys that also play basketball, so we're excited to get them back whenever we can, but we also want them to be successful and continue the run they're on. So there's only so many more weeks that they can keep winning. So we will get them back eventually. Whenever that time comes, we will be happy to have them.
What are your numbers actually right now in practice?
We have 11 guys right now, and we'll get 7 or 8 more in a couple weeks.
Okay. Tell me about what your landscape is, I guess, with Section 3. We know LS is always there. Maybe they're not going to be undefeated this year, which I'm sure is probably going to be a breath of fresh air for everybody that is in your division. But, I mean, tell me where you think – I mean, you haven't seen everybody yet, I get that. But where does Cocalico fit in, possibly within Section 3 this year?
Well, yeah, like you said, LS is LS. They're always going to be there. They're always good. Ed does a great job with them. It's like a basketball factory there. They're just always good. No matter who they lose, who they graduate, they're always good. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
Octorara is going to be very good this year. They're gonna most nights they're gonna have the 2 best players on the court. They have a lot of talent. Gene uses it very well. Like they're gonna pressure you. They're gonna be in your face all the time and just try to force you into mistakes. So both of those teams are very good. Obviously, Lancaster Catholic is always good. So I don't know. I don't know where we fit. I think we'll be very competitive. I think we're going to play hard. We're hoping to be there at the end. Have meaningful games at the end of the season. That's what you're hoping for. But yeah, I think Octorara, if I had to pick a favorite, is probably the favorite.
I think I know the answer to this. Well, I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask it anyway. We're going to play the same style, aren't we? We're not going to change that. We're going to muck it up and play Cocalico basketball, aren't we, this year?
Yeah, I mean, defensively, that we want to make it very difficult for teams to score and to even get into their sets and get into their offense. That's in our DNA. That's who we are. That's what we're always going to be. We'd be okay if we would score a little more. If we could hold them to a few points and score some more ourselves, that would be awesome. But yeah, we're not going to change that at all. We want to be a tough, hard-nosed defensive team. And we want teams to not be able to run their first or second option against us and have to beat us with, their off-speed pitch a little bit. So that's always our goal, and, some nights it works and some nights it doesn't.
Now, I kind of say that in jest, but in all reality, that is your guys' calling card for a long period of time. So what I'm wondering is when the kids come up to you at the varsity ranks, do you have to tell them, hey, listen, this defense thing is a non-negotiable? Or is that something they already come with from the ranks before they get up to you? Or how exactly does that work, since it is so inherently your DNA, as you just said?
Well, our junior high does a great job. Our junior high program of setting those expectations as well, on the defensive end, that, it's non-negotiable. You're going to play defense if you're going to play. So they come to us kind of understanding, and then, once they're 9th and 10th graders and they're playing for us, we take them out of a game if they get blown by and they're not in help position, and obviously we talk about it in practice all the time, and the best motivator is the bench. So we take them out and say, hey, you missed your help there, or, hey, you got to do a better job containing the basketball, and they figured out very quickly that if you're going to play at Cocalico, you have to play defense.
One thing I did want to ask you about is I asked this of you the other year, and I didn't know this. I thought kind of maybe the number 4 was just ironically given out to guys kind of at random, but you said there is a reason to that. Is there going to be a number 4 on the roster this year, and if so, who is it, and why have they earned that right to wear that jersey?
It is Tate Wheeland, one of the guys that's here tonight. The number 4 comes from Kurt Axe. It was a former coach at Cocalico. It was his brother who was killed in a car accident. And he played college basketball, and he embodied everything that we want our kids to be as a basketball player. Just gritty, tough, hard-nosed, very skilled, and just a great guy. And that's what we want our kids to be. And his number was number 4, and he went and played college basketball at Randolph-Macon, and he was a great player there as well. And that's what we want our kids to be. And so the number 4, that's just who wears that jersey. We want them to be someone that is, just a leader and doing all the things that we talk about, all the little things. They don't have to be the best player or the best scorer, but they have to do things the right way.
Now, speaking of a former number 4 who wore that, who was also the best player on the floor, Mr. Lesko.
Yes.
He is back on staff this year. I mean, how have the kids? I mean, he is sort of in the last couple of years. He has been the face of Cocalico basketball. I think that's a fairly fair assessment to make. And how have the young bucks really taken to him, knowing that he was, he went and did big things, and guess what? Now he's our coach. How has that been for him and for everybody else?
Well, he connects with the kids so well.
Sure.
I mean, he's younger than me, obviously, so he's got that going for him. But yeah, like he was successful. His name is on the banner and hanging in our gym as our program's all-time leading scorer, and he's just got an energy, and he's a very good coach too. But the kids connect with him really well, and he does such a good job, and you have that instant credibility when your name is hanging in the gym. So if he tells you to do something a certain way, well, you're going to do it. So yeah, he's been a great addition to our staff. He actually has a broken ankle right now because he hurt his foot playing an open gym right before the season started. But we're hoping to have him off crutches soon.
That's not funny. I'm just laughing because with him being a basketball junkie, I told you this, but when I was over at Nook in the summer, we needed an extra body for our team. And I'm like, Tuck, I know you just played a game, but do you want to play with us? He's like, yeah, okay, whatever, that's fine. And, of course, he was the best player on our team, which I think says more about us than anything else. But, yeah, he is still a basketball junkie, so that's great to see.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else for you. I know it's been a long day. You've been wrapped up with interviews, which I guess is a good thing. People must want to talk to you. That's
I guess
a good
so.
deal.
I guess it's good to be busy here versus not.
Yeah. All right. Well, Coach, I'm good. I want to thank you for your time, and hopefully we get some more bodies on the bench here pretty soon, and we can get rolling.
We'll